In the process of my growth, my grandma lives near my house. It's about a 3-minute walk from my house. Grandma lives in a very old house. He has always been. They all live there alone. It's been a long time. And in the house where he lives, one of the bedrooms, there is a wardrobe inside. That wardrobe, it seems that strange things happen once a month. Because every month grandma will call mother. Go help him check the wardrobe. Grandma always says. The night before, he heard a lot of noise from the closet. But one day, Grandma called her mother again. Ask him to help check the cabinet. But mother was very busy that day. So I want to replace him. Go to Grandma's house. I walked into Grandma's house that day. Then he walked to the bedroom where he put the wardrobe. The scene in front of you surprised me. Because the room is in a mess. It looks like. It seems that someone put the whole thing in the closet. It's all turned out. Grandma's clothes. It was all turned over and thrown on the ground. The boxes in the wardrobe have also been opened. And some things that were originally in the cabinet, scattered on the floor. That situation. It's like a tornado. Swept through Grandma's wardrobe. But, except for that closet in the house, other places are very clean. There is no trace of being rummaged through the closet. I asked Grandma, is it like this every month? He told me that this has been the case for the past few decades. I didn't care too much at the time. Just help Grandma organize things. Put it back in the closet. Every month after that, Grandma will still invite her mother over regularly. Help check the wardrobe. However, about a few years later, my mother passed away suddenly. After the death of my mother, under the persuasion of his father, Grandma decided to move in and live with us. That day, we helped Grandma put part of it, things that have been sorted out. After moving home, my father suddenly asked me to go back to Grandma's house again. Then go to the bedroom with a strange wardrobe. Take a certain file. I received the task. After taking the key, reluctantly, go to Grandma's residence. I arrived at Grandma's house. After entering the house, that was my first time. In the case of no one, stay at Grandma's house. In an empty house, there is an uneasy feeling in the air. And just as I was about to go upstairs, I heard a huge impact. From upstairs. I thought I heard it wrong. Try not to think too much. So I went upstairs without caring. After arriving upstairs, I walked into the bedroom. I rummaged through a pile of cardboard boxes to find the documents. It took a lot of effort. Just found the file. Just when I was happy to find the file, the wardrobe behind. Suddenly there was a huge impact sound. I was taken aback. Turn your head right away. Turn your head over. I just saw. The wardrobe door is shaking frantically. It's like someone. It's like being locked in. I was so scared by the situation that I stood up. Rushed to the door immediately. Want to escape the room. And just as I ran to the door, sliding door of the bedroom, just a bang. Closed it hard by yourself. I was really taken aback at the time. And his hands and feet are trembling. But I immediately pulled the door hard. Desperately trying to open the sliding door. But found out. The door can't be opened. I'm trapped in the room. I started to panic. Then just as I continued to struggle weakly, when pulling the sliding door, the wardrobe next to me, suddenly something came from the closet, hitting frantically fast. It's like a monster wants to come from inside, just like rushing out. At that time, I'm really scared to death. I thought I was going to die there. I didn't care so much at the time. Kick hard. Just kick the door directly. Then escape from the room. And when I escaped from the room, when running on the stairs, I can still hear it. The wardrobe is constantly making the sound of impact. And I noticed, the impact is getting louder and louder. Then, I feel the whole house. It seems to be shaking violently, on the verge of explosion. After that, I will use the fastest speed. Ran out of the house. Then ran home like a dog. After getting home, I panted and handed the folder to my father. Father opens the folder, took out the contents and looked at it and said, "You took it wrong. Let's go back again." I swore in my heart at the moment. Scared to death. Who wants to go again? Want me to go again? Too frenzied. Therefore, I just threw the key to my father and said, "It's horrible. Go get it yourself." My father tilted his head and stared at me panting. At the moment, maybe he just thinks I'm a weird kid. Then he said he would get it himself in a few days. Later, I never mentioned what happened that day. It's just that when I helped Grandma move things later, I'm scared. I will never enter that room alone. And that wardrobe. Finally, under my suggestion, just tear it down. Lost as garbage. Nothing happened after that. Until after Grandma passed away a while ago. I went back to my father's house. When sorting out Grandma's relics, thinking of what happened at the time, that was really a disturbing experience. But there is no chance to reason with each other. I only know that wardrobe seems to have been given to Grandma by someone else. As for whether there is any story, then I don't know. I still want to know. The commotion in Grandma's closet. In the end, what's the matter?